here from Paradise Adventures. So I'm out camping at a campsite right by these waterfalls, and so I came out here this morning to take a few pictures of this waterfall here at Snow Creek. You can see it there behind me. It starts up top there and it kind of zigzags down, and we can see here the creek comes all the way down, and I'll show you here in a second, but it's quite the nice waterfall. I think I've shown this one before in videos, but there's an upper falls too, so it goes up around this corner and there's another upper falls, and it's like a double fall that comes down. So I'll show that in a little bit. But for right now, I'm just going to take a look around and try and find a composition. I've taken photos of this place before, so I'm looking for something a little bit different. It is a nice sunny day. The light is cooperating. There's no direct sun rays on those falls, so it should be okay to get a long exposure shot. But we'll see. The sun's starting to peek through, so I gotta be quick here. I think where I need to be is on the other side of the river, but that's not an easy task. So I'm gonna find a composition set up, and we'll let you have a look. So that's what I was saying. So there you can see the river tails off right here, and it goes up underneath that bridge. So what I like to do in my waterfall photos is to try to have that leading line of the river coming at the base of the falls. So I'm thinking if I can get down there and then get a sight line on this right up to the falls, it should be good. But I'm on the other side right now, so I might have to go up across the bridge again and climb down those rocks to get to that side and take a look. Okay, so I'm trying something a little bit different here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It's pretty loud by the falls, but before I walk to the other side, I figure I got to get a shot of this waterfall because that sun's starting to poke through and I might lose my opportunity with that daylight sun coming through right on top of those falls. So I thought I'd take a couple shots before I get to the other side anyways. Yeah, see the sun's starting to come through right now. So I'm going to use these rocks right here in the foreground. It's got an interesting foreground there. Kind of frame it in. And doing something I don't normally do is putting the waterfalls directly in the middle. And that's something I don't normally do either, but I think it kind of works for this. When I'm shooting in portrait mode, I'm just going to switch to pro mode here. And I've got a 5-stop ND filter on there and a polarizer, but I can't see if that polarizer is activated because it's so... Let me see. Turning the polarizer. And right there. Okay. So let's make sure that's focused to infinity. Everything's in focus there. Turn down that ISO. That sun's starting to come through. Timer for 2 seconds. Shutter speed 1 second, ISO 50. Let's give that a try. I made it to the other side. So I think this is going to be a better angle. Maybe even right here. This is more of my comfort zone for shots for waterfalls, where I love being able to kind of get that leading line right up to the waterfall. Now it's just a matter of, do I want to set up down here and see if I can get all of this, or just set up right here. Okay, so I played around with a few compositions. You've probably seen them already, but the light keeps changing and I'm getting the sun's coming out at the top. I don't know if it's hard to see. Let me see if I can switch it to photo mode. Yeah, there we go. So you can see right there, you're starting to get some light rays. You can see that mist coming through. So I moved a lot closer to try and get that. The challenge with this waterfall is it's kind of hidden back amongst all these rock faces. The rock faces are really dark. But when you get a moment like this, where that light's coming through, you can just see that mist right at the top of the falls there. I'm just trying to take this opportunity. So I got the 58mm lens on here, a 5-stop ND filter, a polarizer, and I'm just playing around trying to line up what's the best composition to get that mist and those light rays. Let's try. Try that. I love that light coming through. So let's go back to pro mode. ISO 100. 1 second shutter speed. What happens if we do 2 seconds? We get more of that light mist without blowing out the waterfall. Yeah, I think I got some good shots out of there. I'm crossing my fingers that one with the light rays came through or not. If it did, you'll see it on here. But what I'm going to do now is grab my gear and the dog, cross the bridge again, and walk up. There's a path I told you about before. You walk up to around the side of the waterfall, and you get to the top, and there's a double waterfall. I've taken pictures of it before in the past, but every time you come here it changes, so let's go take a look. I walked up the side of the trail and I got to this spot. I've never actually been able to stand where I'm standing right now. There's the double falls I was telling you about right there. The water flow is a lot less than it was when I was here a few months ago in the springtime. But where I'm standing right on top of those other main falls that you saw photos of. Usually the water flow is coming right over top of this, and you can't stand where I'm standing right now. So I'm going to see if I can line up a composition. I've taken a few shots of this falls right here before. One with the logs in front and one with not. But I might be able to even just walk across the river here. But we'll see. Doesn't get any better than this. I just love those two waterfalls. So I'm standing on the log, and it's gonna shuffle down a little bit. Sit down on there so I don't fall. And quickly grab a couple shots. My dog's still up top there. A little too steep for her to come down, so she's waiting for me. But I got high hopes for this one. I don't know about that one. I had a really hard time with that one. The waterfall in there, it's, you know, the larger waterfall is easy, but the one beside it, it's so dark in there. So it was either I had to overexpose it to get the rock walls, or underexpose it for the waterfall. So I don't know if it'll turn out or not. I'll try and show them here, but anyway, my battery's dying on my phone, so I head back to camp, make some lunch, have a little rest. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't, and we'll see you on the next adventure.